They say the left hand, it drop mountains. They say the right hand, he slaying dragons.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the Fighting Pride of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Brian Mendoza. Brian, great to see you again.
Yes, sir. Good to see you again, man.
Yeah, you got upgraded, man, to the co-main event.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, I wasn't even on the card. So, yeah.
That's how it always works out for you, it seems like.
No, exactly, man. Like, that's why we stay ready. And, this time, I'm truly, ready. We've been putting tons of sparring in before, just in case, something came up on this card. Because, anytime Fundora's fighting, there's a chance, either the fight falls through or, something happens. So, we stay ready. And this one, we're just super locked in. But I took it as a blessing in disguise. I've been with Richard Barrientos for the past, year and a half or so. And we've just been fine-tuning stuff, making improvements in my boxing skills, not just out there looking for that one-shot kill. And just working on, fine-tuning all that stuff and improving as we go. So I took it as a blessing in disguise, and I feel like, we're truly ready for this moment. So it was a 3-week notice, but they think they got me off the couch, and they're mistaken if they think that.
Okay. Yeah, Yoenis Tellez, he was the guy that had a bit of hype before he lost his fight to Abbas Barrow. How would you compare him to some of the other guys you fought in your career? Because you've been in there with some top guys, Boachucks, Fundora.
Yeah, I think he's a good fighter. He's a strong fighter. He's got that Cuban amateur background, but I just feel like he's still green, for this. I feel like they moved him a little too fast, and I feel like I have the experience. He's got the Cuban amateur background and everything like that. But as a professional, I've been on this stage several times. I'm at home when I'm in those big crowds, under the bright lights and stuff like that. And I have the experience that I've literally been here, and I feel like his confidence is a little broken right now. He lost that fight to Abbas, and then he had that comeback kind of tune-up fight against Castañeda. He didn't look too hot in that one either, even though he got the stoppage. So it's just, it's all gonna play out. But I really think it comes down to experience in this one.
Experience. Okay. So you beat Yoenis Tellez. I mean, the guy that you knocked out is in the main event. Your name keeps getting dropped there every second. It seems like they're like, oh yeah, he got knocked out by Brian Mendoza, but he's champion now. So if he gets through Keith, is that on your mind?
Right. No, yeah. This win it puts me right back where I need to be. In the top of the division, which is where I belong. I believe I'm the best in the 154-pound division. So this is the key to get me back on that stage. Keep me here, solidify, just like I have in the past. People started counting me out and proved them wrong and got right back to the top. So it's just time to do it again, and we're here, for that. So I do want that rematch. As long as he's got the belts, I want the rematch, because, at the end of the day, I'm the one that knocked him out. They can say, he was winning rounds and this and that, but he went to sleep at the end of the night. And, from then on, I give him credit. He's improved a little bit, but I still got that knockout. But as long as he has those belts, I'm going to want the rematch, and I think we need to run that back. I feel like as a man, you should want to kind of fix that blemish, especially if I was so easy. I feel like it should be an easy fix. But there's a reason, everybody else, like you said, they're mentioning my name, but he doesn't mention it too often.
Yeah, because even after that, you got the Tim Tszyu unification title shot right after. It was crazy how all that unfolded.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's the way things play out, and, that's it, man. It's the way things play out. But, we've been, I took this time that, I've been kind of low-key, but I took it, like I said, to improve. I feel like I have a lot of new, just tightened up boxing skills and everything that I need to show everybody that, I'm not just a power puncher. And, I've shown a little bit of my boxing skills in the past, like the Rosario fight and other fights like that, but it's just time to, just another step up, another level up, and this is the perfect opportunity to do it.
Sounds like you got some new wrinkles.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's literally the phrase I've been using in a few of my interviews, that I got some new wrinkles in my game, and just some of them aren't even new. It's just that I brought them back. I fell in love with my power a little too much after the last few years knocking out guys at the top level. It's kind of easy to fall in love with it, but I'm just kind of back to doing using my ring IQ, man. I'm a very smart fighter, a lot smarter than some people give me credit for, and yeah, so I'm just excited to put that on display as well.
Okay. I know the interim champion Jesus Ramos, who you also fought. So if Fundora continues the trend, let's say he beats Thurman, if he continues the trend of not wanting to go the Brian Mendoza route again, what about Jesus Ramos?
I know Ramos got the interim at 60 though. He
was it 60? Yeah, right. It's 60. You're right.
I keep 60, but that's still he has a win over me, and so that's still a rematch I would love. So I could go up to 60 for that. I fought Jason Rosario on 9 days' notice and knocked him out, and I feel like, you know, I feel good at 160. You know, they made me take that fight with Rosario at 60, so I did that one, and I feel good at 60, man. So that's a fight we need to run back one day. And, you know, I'm happy for Ramos. You know, he deserves that, to be where he's at, but we still need to run that back someday. So that's still a possibility. You know, even if this Fundora fight doesn't happen right away, I just want the biggest and best opportunities.
Correct. So there's a lot on the to-do list, but Joanna still is obviously the focus.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the focus. This is what changes everything again. And yeah, I just feel like my back's against the wall, just like it was against Rosario. So trying to fight my way back out of obscurity, and you know, I've been here before, so I have all the confidence in the world that I'll do it.
Okay, Brian. Well, I don't want to hold you much longer, but any final message you want to get to the boxing world about just this fight and yeah, just this weekend?
Nah, just tune in. You know, like there's a lot of motivation for me. This is me fighting my way out of obscurity once again, and just, you know, proving all my supporters right. You know, that they've been right all along. That, you know, I do belong at this level. That I am one of the best, if not the best, in the division. And it's gonna be a very exciting fight. I believe we're gonna steal the night. So tune in.
I can't wait. Brian Mendoza, thank you
for watching True School Sports.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire, the home of boxing. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, guys. So help us keep being great. Help us keep pushing out that real boxing content for the fine folks all around the world. And make sure you jab, you hook, you Mike Tyson, you Mayweather that subscribe button. Pops, show them how do they gotta hit the subscribe button. Pop!